The Quench, where you ask, we answer.
Now, ethical issues continuously provide a dilemma when it comes to work issues. Every single day in our work environments, there's a gray area between what you should do and what you normally do. Unethical issues have been normalized in our workplaces every now and then. Issues of corruption, issues of whistleblowing, issues of bullying. So many issues have been normalized that they have become the trend today, that they have become what we do. So there's a very big difference between what we do and what we should do. And that is what we're discussing today here at The Quench with me, WANGECHI KARIMI. We're trying to analyze work ethics. We're trying to know what is it that you should do. And our voices of experts today is Pastor BENARD MUCHINA and Pastor MWANGI, both of which are going to tell us, based on their business experience, based on their work experience, what is it that you should do in this situation? We're going to be putting forward a few scenarios, and our audience today is going to help us analyze these scenarios, tell us what they would do as a representation of the people out there, what people normally do. And then our pastors will come in and tell us, what is it that you should do? So let's begin. When we start, we're going to start with a scenario. And my first scenario is your co-worker. You're working and you have a co-worker, and your co-worker decides they want to go out on a date. And they want to go out on a date during company hours. So they tell you, cover for me, I'm going for a date. What do? Do you cover for them? And if you cover for them, when the boss comes and asks you, where is so-and-so, what do you say? Let's get a few answers from the audience. What do you say? What do you say? Yes, tell us, what do you say in such a scenario?
If I was told to like cover up for the person, if it's a close friend, I don't see why not. I mean, it's a date, the boss might not understand, but I understand these are love issues, they're important.
Oh, okay.
So I will obviously cover up for them, and if it's for me to like make an excuse, I will have to come up with something.
So you will lie for them. You see,
when
the
you
gray
put it
area,
that
you would
way.
lie for them, would you?
When you put it that way, you know,
it becomes a problem. But that's what is happening. That is what is happening. Yes, what would you do?
I think I want to cover up for them. Because first of all, you should ask yourself some very serious questions. At the first beginning, you are given the job alone. So they were not there.
Came here alone.
So you should even cover for them. And then there is what you call the ethics of conduct, the principles that govern the job. So you should run by them and not do the favors.
So you wouldn't cover for them, so you wouldn't have to lie. Let's get one more here so we can get to our next scenario.
Thank you so much. On my side, I think I'll cover them because I have to check first the consequences afterwards. Since they have love.
Okay. Love issues.
Yeah, and love is a great thing actually. And the place at work is not empty because I will be there covering the person. So the boss should not even complain because boss doesn't know if we are in a shift or what.
No, but he hired two people with a purpose. The work that was there was intended for two people. And assuming it is in a setting where the person does a different role from yours.
So that one I'll still cover them. I'll still cover them. So my point is that I will cover them. Yeah.
And so when the boss asks, what would you say?
When the boss asks, I just say maybe he's sick or the person is.
So you would lie.
Actually.
Okay, so let us go to scenario number 2. So the company policy forbids workers to date, all right? And you go to a church with this very nice lady or gentleman, and you're starting to develop feelings for them, and you want to go on a date. What do you do? Someone else? Someone in the back, maybe? What do you do? Company policy has forbidden you to date, and now you have started liking someone, and you normally meet them in church. What do you do? Do you quit your job?
Hi. I'm Emily. One thing, we would date, but outside. It would be a secret, or I call it privacy. Only the two of us know about it, and then we'll surprise the people with a wedding card.
Okay, but you see, you realize that you're working for a company that forbids you to have that relationship. So you would go against company policy in this case.
Not
Just because it's
per
secret
se,
does not mean that it's not happening.
but we are outside the work environment.
But when you come inside the work environment, you're still the same people, right?
Yes, but we've set apart our feelings.
You realize in these questions is going to be a lot of but. Okay, someone else.
My name is Abigail Karimi. And so from this discussion, what I'm just picking up is the gray areas, and majority of the time when people form rules, they usually put them in black and white. But in real life, many probabilities and scenarios present themselves, and they're not usually black, and neither are they usually white. And just to answer that question, I've read the biography of James Hudson Taylor, who was once a missionary to China.
All right.
And one of his work ethics was against dating anyone, either in the missionary field, towards the people you're going to evangelize to. But he actually got his wife, who was able to help him throughout the mission for quite a number of years, in that mission. And everyone was against their dating. It didn't seem like it, but guess what? It was preordained by God. Thank you.
So what are you saying?
So what I'm saying is, you can never really answer yes to that question, and neither can you ever really answer no to it fully.
What would you do is my question.
In a situation, well, it would depend. If it's something that I'm convicted of, I would most definitely go ahead and do it.
Okay, pass it to the front. Let's get the last answer. That was very detailed. Okay, so the rules are in black and white, and then the answer is gray. Still, it depends. There's still a lot of, well, it was ordained by God. There's still a lot of reasons that we're giving. Yes, the last one.
Hey, my name is Kevin Okimaru, and for me, in that question that you have asked, I can't allow that matter to happen because concerning the Bible, if it is sex before marriage,
It's not sex before. It's
dating.
Yes.
Dating mostly prefer the aim of going for a date as a youth is for sex. Actually, let me talk about the sex.
Yes.
For me, I can't second him or her because he is going ahead the God's command, which does not allow about dating or sex before marriage. The Bible refuses it.
Yeah.
And another thing, comes some circumstance whereby it is actually forcing someone to do that thing. But you can't allow the circumstance, because as you personally, you have to secure your work. Two, you have to secure your honor, your discipline, so that most people can respect you according to your career. The next thing, I can just want to show you, to give you an example, whereby it is a circumstance during the corona season. And the curfew was put ahead.
Yeah.
It reaches a short at around 7 p.m.
Yeah.
It come across whereby the police officers, they are chasing people.
Yeah, they're going around.
And come across a certain pastor was among those people, whereby he tried to enter into certain home. And that home was for a home of a single mother. And it come across
Can
whereby
you take order, please?
and come across whereby they end up having a relationship without knowing the chance of the relationship, whereby as the church, we just seconded that it is curfew relationship.
No. I'm going to have to hold it there. And I think what he's trying to say is that you have your Christian obligation, and with the Christian obligation does not allow him to risk his job. Yes? You still have that obligation as a Christian to do it. And I think our guests are going to talk about it, what our assumption of dating is, and how we can circumvent that issue in our workplace. Yes? Now, let's go to the next scenario. Now, there are those companies, there are those organizations that give you money for field work, that give you money to go out there. So you've gone for your field work and you have remnants, you have money that is left. Do you return the money or do you pocket it? Please, let's hear. Your hand, please. Let's hear it from you, the one who will pocket, please, first.
My name is Pastor George. I think I've experienced it before. And according to what I know and the character that I'm called for, I just give back. Because I feel it is worth, actually it is pay most to give back what has been surplus. Yeah, thank you.
That is nice. The pocketing, guys, I want you.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Wangechi Njoroge.
Okay.
As for me, I think I'll return back the money because you never know. It may be a test. Maybe they're testing to see how loyal you are to them. And it can make you to lose even your job.
Okay. Where are the pocketing people? I want you.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
I'm Clinton. Me, I'll pocket it.
Why Clinton? Do you have a why?
Yes, our way is there. You will be tired. That
So
whole
you're paying
session.
yourself for your labor.
Yeah,
But that's the
I'll use it
salary's
like
job.
transport. But I'll tell God, thank you.
All right, I think thank you, tell God thank you every single time. So gratitude is necessary in our lives. The second last scenario is you're working with a person who literally does not show any effort. They get to work late. When they're at work, they always have things to do, other things than the work they are supposed to do. They're always bringing people to the workplace and disrupting your work environment. They are rowdy. They always have things to do other than work. And they can't get fired, or you can't tell anyone because they're the sons, nieces, nephews, in somewhat relationship to the boss. What do you do? People have shaken their heads. You've agreed with these things?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Benjamin Masila. First of all, the first option I love is look for another job because maybe I don't have a say in this company. The second thing I will do is communicate with the boss of this problem. If it doesn't happen, or if it is it's more likely to just be pushed aside, you talk to the person. You see, maybe the person he or she is passing through something, or because he doesn't have medical qualifications, or it is just there because of some few issues here and there, and you might help him or her to pass through that challenge and become efficient in the work. You see, and the last but not least, if none of it work, it's just best to, according to me, I value my principles. I don't like to work with people who make me uncomfortable, so I just leave the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you leave. Okay, let's get it to this gentleman right here.
For me, I concur with my fellow friend. The one who didn't know my name earlier on, I'm Anthony MWANGI. For me, I will motivate the guy.
How do you motivate them?
I tell her or him the importance of the work.
What if they're doing it intentionally?
Love your work.
What if they
To
don't
be
love
blessed.
their work?
Yes?
What if they don't love their work? They're there for the money. Let us make it clear. Let us
Oh,
understand
they're
some
after
people
money.
are there for the wrong reasons.
They after money.
They are after money. They are here because, number one, they were connected by their uncle, and they are here for money, and they have no interest whatsoever to do the work. How are you motivating such an individual?
For me, I will quit. I go work for another company.
Okay. Let's have another one. So if you're working in a shop that sells things and your coworker is continuously stealing things. So if you're working in a shop that sells baked goods, every single time your coworker goes home, they carry a bread. And when they ask, where's the bread? They say a customer bought it. They can't account for it. What would you do? Would you tell the boss that this person is stealing?
I would tell the boss, because eventually both of us are going to be held accountable for the lost goods. And if I don't happen to say, I will also end up paying for his mistakes on his behalf.
What if the person tells you to, if you don't tell on me, take a bread as well? I mean, that has happened.
Okay,
Take a bread as well.
So they try to bribe me.
Yes.
Okay, that is very tempting.
And so
Okay.
what would you do?
What I will do, I will still not comply because eventually we're going to get caught. We are going to end up in even a worse situation than we are.
All right, pass it to the farthest end and then to the back.
So as I said earlier, you just know that you are given the work alone, and you know the things to put as priority. So what the priority thing here is a job. So not the friendship you have with this person, and the friendship is very negative. So I think you should set him up or her.
All right, to the farthest end, please.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Nicholas. And for me, regarding the question, first of all, I'll approach the guy. Either he's a male or a female. Talk to him and tell him about the work. So the work is more important than stealing that bread. So you talk to him first. And on the other side, maybe kwake nyumbani ako na njaa sana. So you'll have to understand him or her.
What if they tell you the boss will never find out?
No, when it comes to that scenario where he tells you that the boss will not know, or just have to talk to him. Unamwambia importance ya asibe.
So the job, you'll make them understand that the job is more important than anything else. And to the last one, you work in an organization and your boss and one of your colleagues are having an affair and both of them are married. What do you do?
I'm Tobias. So the best thing you can do in such a situation, you mind your own business. And again, as a Christian, you can pray for them.
Okay.
My name is Joseph. For me, I'll just mind my own business. Because if you try to interfere with people's relationship, you'll end up being fired. Thank you.
For minding your own business and people are sinning, seriously.
Okay, about that, Amesta. But what if it's me and it's not them?
Okay, that's a nice approach.
Okay. Oh, let me say a friend of mine has been there. Whereby she's a member in a church. And the pastor there, the pastor doesn't know her maybe. Then she sends her a text on maybe FB, Facebook. And okay, she knows the pastor. So what can she do? Like, what is she supposed to do? The pastor sent her a love text. Not just a text.
Trying on WhatsApp, on Facebook.
Yeah. What is
the shots?
The pastor is married. He has children. What should she do?
What would she do? Yeah, I like that question. I like the fact that question has been asked. Now, what I did was give you an assortment of scenarios of where work ethics come into play. So we're not talking all Greek when we say it's work ethics, work ethics, work ethics. All of these things are scenarios that portray a gray area in our work ethics. Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have our voices of experts try and analyze these situations one by one and tell us what they think. And then we're going to have one mega scenario where they're going to tell us from that scenario what are the different types of work ethics and how to circumvent them in such times. Okay? So put your questions ready. Let us get on carrying and asking the questions that we need to ask. So let's take a break. This is The Quench with MBCI TV, and my name is WANGECHI KARIMI. I'll see you right after the break.
The Quench, where you ask, we answer.